Hi Libra, welcome to your April 2015 monthly reading. I'm using the Rider-Waite Tarot and the Celtic Cross spread. So, let's get on to your reading. I'm going to start with the Aims card. And the aim for this month of April, it is the Eight of Wands, or the Eight of Rods. You know, what I'm hearing is the containing of emotional fulfillment, and that feels to be the aim. So it feels like, you know, Libras, there may be some successes, big or small. It feels like successes coming in for you, Libra. And it's like this card, the aim of the month is to know that there are successes for you, and at the same time it's as if to have some of your successes, or ensure that some of your successes are aimed at emotional fulfillment, but not only at being emotionally fulfilling, but that some of your successes can contain emotional fulfillment. And I guess another way of saying that is if we look at these wands, we see that some of them are sort of like in the air, some are in the middle, suspended, and some are at the bottom, and they're really close to the water. So it's as if these goals or these successes are closer to the ground, or are much more likely to have, or are much more likely for you to be able to have that emotional fulfillment that you can contain. It's as if these successes, because these are successes as well, but it's as if they're aimed at perhaps dead ends, is what I'm hearing. So that, but again, this is the aim. So the aim of the month is to kind of know that there are various successes coming in for you, and also you have some goals in the, you know, various areas of your life, or a particular area of your life where you're wanting to see success happen, and you're being reminded to aim, to make sure that you are aiming your successes at being grounded and being able to contain emotional fulfillment. So as we get on to your reading, because we've got many more cards to go through, we'll be able to find out what is meant by emotional fulfillment being contained in regards to success for you. Okay, so let's move on to the next card, which is the present. Okay, so in the present position we have the okay, so this card here is usually, you know, it's like the Joker in a pack of cards, and I've forgotten to take it out, but you know, it's showed up in your spread, so there's a message for you. Okay, so this is the present, and the person, this lady, her name is Pamela Coleman Smith, and she is the artist or illustrator of the Rider-Waite Tarot. So yeah, she created all the tarot. I'm just getting the maybe there. So this is, you know, she created all these cards here, the Rider-Waite Tarot, the one that I'm using for your spread. And she showed up in the present position with a message for you Libras. So okay, let me tell you some things about her. What I know about her is that she passed away in 1951, penniless and obscure, and much of her work had never been found. She also created, like it says on this card, that in 1903 she joined the Order of the Golden Dawn and began to paint visions that came to her while listening to music. In 1909 she started to create the Rider-Waite Tarot images, well, started to paint these pictures, right? 78 pictures of, how do you say it, allegorical paintings or symbolic type of pictures. And she published it in the same year. It was published for her by William Ryder and Son. Okay, so she had some small successes, but not really a lot of success, and she reminds me a lot of Vincent van Gogh, where, you know, the struggling artist that has some good reviews by critics, but never really has success. And then, you know, when you think of Van Gogh, and I think Monet was also around the same time as Van Gogh, and then you may wonder, well, the message that I'm getting is that how was it that Van Gogh, well, the message I'm getting actually is street smart. So what's coming through with this card is a couple of messages. One is about Libra's holding back, perhaps on some decisions or choices that is coming up or you're going to make. Two, it's about being street smart. So you're either needing to be street smart or be wary of street smart people. You know, if I go back to Van Gogh and Monet, and I'm only using them as an example, and I feel that this applies to this person here. It's like she's passing on a message as well, and it is to be street smart. It's as if, what's the difference between two artists that create beautiful work, and why does one become rich and famous and the other become penniless and obscure? And sometimes it comes down to being street smart, and that's the message that is coming through with this via this card and the guides, that yes, you follow your heart, yes, you follow the law of attraction, and also understand that you have the street smarts as well, making really smart decisions. And it's as if the message of this card is that why did this person pass away penniless and obscure when she created something that took, oh, I've already turned it around, this is the future card, when she created the tarot pack that is worldwide famous basically. And you know, sometimes it can be to do with karma, and other times it just comes down to street smarts. It's as if these cards are known as the Rider-Waite cards and not as the Pamela Coleman Smith card. And why is that? And that comes down to street smart. And I know this person has passed away, but it feels as if this is the message that she wants to pass on to your Libras. So hopefully that you understand that message. There's a message here of being street smart and of holding back as well. It's as if, so you know, it's like the little successes, that's like emotional fulfillment. And I guess containing emotional fulfillment is the difference between Van Gogh and Monet, I guess. Or the Rider-Waite and Pamela Coleman Smith. So hopefully that makes sense, that you know, it's the difference, containing emotional fulfillment then, and successes seems to come down to, you know, the street smarts. And then the difference is between Monet and Van Gogh, where one has experiences all the success present time and one doesn't. You know, it's only when they've passed away. And so the aim of the month is about containing emotional fulfillment. So I guess to be kind of like Monet and be able to experience the success now rather than after you've passed away, sort of thing. Okay, let's move on to the next card, which I've already accidentally pulled out, and it is the future card. But I want to go to the, no, we'll go to the future card. So the future card is the Nine of Cups, and you know, it kind of goes with the aim of this month of success and aiming for that emotional fulfillment, more so the containment of emotional fulfillment. So it feels like in the future for Libras, there's a sense of success, of goals and having success. What I'm unsure of is whether these success are the ones up here, or the ones that are kind of down here, that are aiming towards the emotional fulfillment or the containment of it. But nonetheless, it's great that there is this success there for you in the future, Libra. So I think that's a very nice card. But again, I'm just hearing in the present there's a sense of needing to be street smart. Now, the challenge for April is the Three of Pentacles. And, you know, in this card I'm seeing this person over here who I feel is the Libra. You know, I keep hearing institution, higher-ups, authority figures, judges kind of thing. And street smart again. So I feel that the challenge for Libras is to, you know, it's in this card, it's like this person is working very hard, and look at what they are creating, and it's really beautiful. You know, it's this place that's been created, and so there feels like there's something creative being created by you Libras, and it can be in any area of your life. So, you know, the messages that are coming through, Libra, you know, take what resonates with you and apply it to the part of your life that you feel it resonates with. But in this card, it feels the challenge is for Libras to perhaps shine the light on a higher up figure, you know, a person that you may feel is a higher up. That's the sense I'm getting. So, you know, in the present card, there was a message about, for some of your Libras, holding back and being street smart in regards to something. Goals, a creative project, a success that's coming up. And with the challenge, it feels like, yeah, shining the light. You know, I want to say listen. You know, there's this sense of, the challenge of this card for the month is about listening and observing. So this person, it's like they're holding a torch to these people that you'd think of as higher ups. Or this white thing is also showing up as a cup, that as if contents could be spilt from it. And it's kind of like the message is, you know, you may be shown something, but to listen or to continue observing, it's as if you may not get the whole picture, or you may be seeing something but not the whole thing. So there is a sense of, for some of you Libras, holding back and listening to what's going on, and for some of you, even it feels like shining the light on higher ups. So perhaps someone is, you know, this is just an example, perhaps someone wants you to invest in their company, and they show you all these statistics that are wonderful, and, you know, the message is then to listen more than what you're being shown. So perhaps what they say may contradict what they are showing you. Something like that. That's the message. Listen and observe is the message, because we want to get to this part. The aim is to have that containment of an emotional fulfillment. And if we go back to the present card and the message that came through, like the difference between Monet and Van Gogh, or the difficulties that she had when she was alive, and how the success didn't really come through until after she had passed away, and that sometimes it has to do with street smarts. So that's the message coming through. So this is we're at the subconscious card now. you know, I recommend Libras maybe going to check out your abundance vibration reading for 2015, because it has links to this as well, and it may make things more clearer too. But here we are in the subconscious card, and you know, if it's the right way up, this person feels restricted, and they may not be able to see at that moment during the restriction that they could walk to the swords and maybe you know, gently cut the cord or the thing that's wrapping around them. But in the reversed, it's like there are no restrictions. It's like boundless and go, go, go. And so, again, I want to go back to the present card, which it feels like to hold back, to listen and to observe as well. And to hold, just to hold back, because it feels like some of these successes you may have, that, you know, some are leading towards the containment of emotional fulfillment, and some may kind of be aimed at a dead end. And so it's important for you to listen and observe, and to perhaps even shine a light on higher ups. And shining a light, maybe that means asking some questions. Now I want to go to the this card, which is the outside influences, the external influences, and it is the Six of Cups. And right away I'm hearing emotional loss, and I would normally not think of this card as emotional loss, but I'm being reminded that this is the external influences. So when we look at what's going on, that there are successes already happening or coming towards you that you've been working towards, and you may have some decisions to make, or you need to be, the advice is to heed, H-E-E-D, and to really listen and observe what's going on, because there is this outside influence of emotional loss, or in other words, the uncontainment of emotional fulfillment. And I want to go back to the message that seemed to be coming through this card here. This person created something wonderful that is a worldwide, that's, you know, worldwide and very, very popular, and yet in her lifetime she experienced being penniless and obscure, and it was because of the street smart. So you can follow your heart, and that is emotional fulfillment. But to get that success where you get to experience the richness, I guess, that comes with your success, it's important for you to observe and listen, hold back, and maybe make sure that you know you get all the information that you need. And yeah, it's that sense again of being street smart. It's the difference between Van Gogh and Monet. And so I feel that's the kind of success showing up for you, the Van Gogh one or the Monet one, so to speak. But not as dramatic as that. But that's the example I'm being given to show you. So that's the outside circumstances. Now this is the advice card, and it is the Five of Wands, and I'm hearing battle. And this is the advice card. It is advising you, Libras, that perhaps you may need to stand up for yourself, and therefore put a light on higher ups and ask some questions. Hold back. You may need to stand up for yourself and battle. I'm even hearing battle. You may need to battle for your rights. You may need to battle like street smart. So I don't mean battle like physically battling with someone, but battling as in doing the things such as asking questions, shining a light on higher ups or people that you consider higher ups, battling rules, you know, shining the light on rules and so on, because it has an impact on the kind of success that you have. And the aim of the month is to aim for the containment of emotional fulfillment, because all success gives you emotional fulfillment, but some is short lasting and some can be long lasting and have a phenomenal impact on your life. And that's the containment of emotional fulfillment, and it comes from being street smart. And that's the main message coming through these cards for you, is to be street smart. Some of you, it could be that you need to get the advice of someone who is like street smart, but I feel that is a very small group of you, and for the majority of you it is to be street smart as well as following your heart. So you can have that emotional success that brings you emotional fulfillment, or you can be street smart, so to speak, and have the success that allows you to contain emotional fulfillment. You know, and I keep getting drawn back to this person and how she created these beautiful pictures, but wasn't able to, because of street smart, or not being street smart, wasn't able, so to speak, to enjoy the success of it in her own time, in her own lifetime. And I know it may sound like I'm talking about someone, but I'm only just passing on the message, and this card came up for a reason. It was to pass on the message. And again, I'm hearing Van Gogh and Monet. So this card here is the hopes and fears, and it is the Page of Cups. And I keep hearing honourable. And again, I guess that comes from being street smart. You know, are the people around you honourable? Are you being honourable? Are the situations honourable? And usually I'd put this card up this way or this way, but it's showing up this way. And it's kind of, you know, facing this card, which is your future, where it does show success. But is it the kind of success that is emotionally fulfilled, or is it the kind of success that's like Monet, and it is containing emotional fulfillment? And I think your vibration video for 2015 of abundance will explain it more as well. So this is the hopes and fears. The hope that perhaps you're honourable, and that people around you are honourable as well, and that the situations are honourable, and that the successes are honourable. The fears as well could be that things may not be honourable, or people may not be honourable. So that's that one. Now I want to go to the past card. Okay, so here's another card that I've forgotten to pull out of the deck. It's just the, you know, the cover of the pack. This is in the past, and you know, what I'm picking up is that anything goes. This is the anything goes card, but what I'm picking up is that you've been working hard and aiming towards your goals, aiming for that emotional fulfillment, and you may have a few goals or some successes happening, like more than one success happening. And again, I'm being drawn to how it says conceived by Waite and designed by Pamela Colin Smith. It's kind of like we know these cards as the Rider-Waite cards, like after the publishers, but the majority of people don't know these cards as Pamela Coleman Smith cards. And again, I'm hearing street smarts is the difference. And I guess then for you, and whatever you're doing, Libra, you would want it to be, whatever it is that you're creating, whatever the successes are, you'd want them to be under you, and perhaps not someone else taking it, or I don't want to say taking it, but that the success goes to someone else. So I feel again that there's the street smart, and now the hopes and fears and the word honourable coming up. Okay, now let's go to the outcome card. The outcome card is the Lover's reverse, and I'm hearing indecision. So I feel, Libras, that this could be a good card for some of you. It could be that perhaps you do the holding back. Something may come up where you do the holding back. You do observe more than what you're being shown. You do listen to find out some information, you know, being street smart, so to speak. And, you know, the outcome in regards to the situation is that you may feel indecisive. And I don't think that is a bad thing at all. I feel that means that you're doing the street smart thing. It's like, you know, because the present is also asking you to hold back. And if we remember again the difference between the success that brings you emotional fulfillment, like following your heart, perhaps this is what she was doing, following her heart, and the difference, but being penniless at the same time, and the difference between going towards success that contains emotional fulfillment, which would be like Monet, if you were to use Van Gogh and Monet. Van Gogh maybe was the emotional fulfillment, but penniless and not street smart, whereas Monet was the kind of emotional fulfillment that can be contained because of street smarts. That's the message that is coming through. So holding back is, you know, one of the messages as well. So I don't feel this is a bad card. And the only words I'm hearing is indecision. So it's okay to hold back, so that you can shine a light on things and make sure you're making the best decision for you, a street smart decision. So hopefully this makes sense to you, Libra. And again, you know, you would apply this to wherever you feel it resonates in your life. Maybe it's career, maybe it's family, a relationship, friendships, a job, a creative project, finances. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I look forward to reading for you next month. Yeah, if you haven't watched your Abundance 2015 video, you might want to go and do that, because it'll explain more about the vibration for you to be aware of and to work with this year. Okay, thank you, and see you next month. Bye-bye.